Welcome back everyone, Angela here. So good of you to join me again. I'm hoping to do a little tutorial with you today, so I'm so glad that you popped on over to take a look. Today we're going to focus on a center spread. It's one I did a very long time ago and I've got a slight change to it. So if you have been following me for over a year, you might have seen this before. What I'm going to do is find the middle of the signature that we've been working on here. This would work in any theme, of course. I have done it in a different theme before. So we're going to put it into the center of our journal signature here. So as you can see, this is the notepad we made the last time. Love how that's turned out, and I had such wonderful feedback from everybody on great ideas that you could use to make this. People were mentioning things like writing a birthday message on the front, using the rest to fill up family recipes and sending it off as a birthday little thank you, or anything like that. I mean, I had fabulous feedback. Thank you so much, guys, for watching and for sharing that with me. So today I'm going to use this page. We're going to fill up this here. So I'm going to just close this up here. Of course, any of the videos that I've done on this Baking Bliss journal, you can follow along in the playlist that I have put together, and the link for that is either at the bottom of this video or on my YouTube channel. Next to the videos tab, you'll see playlists. All right, so let's get going with this. So we've got a tea stain page here. This is my digital printout of a tea stain page, but you can use a tea stain page if you have one. And then what I'm going to do is put a few bits and pieces together here, and we're going to make an 8-pocket spread here. So what I'm going to do first of all is I've taken my lace paper. I have used my deckled Tim Holtz trimmer, but you can use deckled scissors. You can, just cut straight lines. If you've got those fancy edged scissors, you could use that, or tear ruler, anything that you have, or tear it by hand. That also works. And I have just cut this out slightly smaller. It's about 1/4 inch on each side. And I'm going to end up sticking this down just like that. You can see I've got even amounts around all the sides here. You don't need to do this if you don't want to. This is just me because I don't want it to be as plain as it is. So I'm going to just stick this right down over here. You could actually stick it on 3 sides and make an additional pocket, but you don't have to stick anything at all if you're not using a tea stain page. Of course, those are all options and personal preference really. So I'm going to stick this down, just trying to make sure I get it pretty straight. I have got about also about 1/4 inch from the middle as well. I don't want to bulk up too much on the actual fold line, that's why I've cut it in half. And this is really just to give me my background canvas for what I'm doing today. So I hope you guys are enjoying this project. I have had great fun putting this all together. And as I said, it's been quite nostalgic because it reminds me so much of my grandmother and all the baking that we used to do when I went over there on the holidays. And it really was wonderful. I used to be in charge of putting the jam and icing into the fairy cupcakes. So she used to make 3 dozen fairy cupcakes, sponge, and then she would take out the middle bit and put it to the side, and I had to go around and put the jam and then the butter icing, and then put the lids back on and sift the icing sugar, and I just enjoyed it so much, and they were delicious. So yes, lovely raspberry jam in the middle was amazing. Okay, so we've got our little canvas ready here, and now what I'm going to do is I've taken 2 of these background sheets. I have printed them on both sides. So I've got the gingham pink on one side, and I've got the polka dot on the other. Right, so you don't have to do this again if you're not able to print on both sides. That's not the end of the world. You can always stick down a piece of paper where it's showing the white area and it's not very much. All right, so I'm going to take 2 pieces of this, and then what I want to do is just trim off a couple of bits here quickly. So I'm going to just move this to the side. Let's put it over there. And then I'm going to just make a little bit of a mark, some measurements here. So from the, working from the left-hand side, now let me just take one step back. I have put these polka dot to polka dot together. All right, don't go and put them same side up, because you're going to have a mirror effect on each side of the page. So I have got them like mirror, you know, facing each other, with the gingham on the outside and the polka dots on the inside. And then you're going to measure 3 inches from the left and make a little pencil mark. All right, so we've got that there. Then we're going to measure from that mark another 4 inches and make another mark. All right, and then 3 3/4 inches, and you're going to make another pencil mark like that. Okay, so you'll have a little bit over, and that's so that everybody US or A4 can take part. So that's that. And then on the width side, I have measured, I think it was 7.5. Yes, 7.5 inches. I've made a little pencil mark on both of those, and I'm going to trim the outer edges off there. So I'm going to trim from the 7.5 inches off, and I'm going to trim from the last mark that we made. I'm going to chop that bit off as well on both of them. All right, so let's go and do that. I'm just going to take my paper trimmer to do that. You can do that with your drawing a line and a pair of scissors, you know, whatever it is that you have, guys. You know, I never had a trimmer for a long time, and I don't use it as much as a lot of people do, to be honest. I end up using my knife and ruler. And I tell you, it takes up less space having a knife and a ruler, and a knife is really economical. Okay, right, so we'll just trim off those extra bits that I mentioned to you earlier. So we've got the one done there, and then we'll do the same with this piece over here. So again, just lining that up there, and the last bit, which I know I can't see the pencil mark. There's a surprise. So we'll just use it like that. Let's see. Yeah. All right, so there we go. We've got that done. Now what I want to do is grab a different tool, and that is my scoreboard. Okay, so I've got the scoreboard here, and now what we want to do is we want to just go and make the marks along the lines that I said. So I've got one over here, like that. We want to just run that down there, and then we've got one over here, and that's that. Okay, so we've got those done, and then we want to do the same on this piece here. So as I said to you, let's just get that done. I just want to, I've got it there, two lots of marks on here for some reason, so I'm just making sure I've got it right. So it's over here. It's over here, and there we have it. All right. Okay, so you've got your score lines marked off. Now what we want to do is we want to fold along those lines. So I'm having the gingham paper on the outside, so you'll have one like that and one like that, and I want to just make sure that these line up, and they do. All right, so we're going to have the gingham on the outside like that. And then I want to fold this one up on the first fold line. All right. You've got your wider bit on the outside here. So the 3 3/4 bit, like that. And then you've got this bit in the middle. So you should have a little bit of a gap there, like that. Okay, so just take your bone folder and just make sure those lie nice and flat there. There we go, and then again on this side as well. So We want to fold that one back, line it up nicely like that, and then we can just fold this one in again like that. Okay, so we've got that all in place. There we go. Right, now what we want to do is we want to fold this flap towards the inside, because that's going to go over like that. So I want to have this at the top like this, and we're just going to take our glue stick and we're going to stick that down. Oh, let me get the other one. Sorry, I have inked the other one, so I want to just put that one to the side there and show you here. All right, so I've inked along this one here, and you can see I've actually got the spotted side facing up. When you close it down, you'll see the gingham side sticking up there, and I've just softly inked all around just to save me that on filming time. So I want to just take this corner here, and I'm going to stick that down. Now with the one I made previously, I used this as a pocket area. I got glue all over my desk now. All right, so I'm not going to do that with that one. All right, we'll end up sticking that down. And then again, the same on the other piece here as well. So just go and get that stuck down like that. There we go. Okay, so now you've got that bit with a pocket in there, and we've got this bit with a pocket in there like that. All right, and I think what I did with my other one, I had a little Velcro spot here so that you could use that as a pocket, but on this occasion I'm going to use my glue here, and I'm going to stick down this edge here so that we've got a closed pocket. So it's just a case of running some glue along there and along there, and we can close that down. Oops, like that. Why doesn't this want to stick? Don't think any glue came out on that occasion. Okay, so we'll try that again. And we'll, oh, that's better. Okay, so, and we'll do the same here. So we're going to just put some glue, bead of glue down there and down there. Right, so let's get that stuck down as well. Okay, so we've stuck it. Everything's wriggling around today. We've got that stuck down. Okay. Right, so we've got these two bits like this. We've got pockets on these sides over here like that. And now we're going to get this stuck into onto our page, I should say. All right, so you've got your page again. That's our middle line there. Let's just make sure that's nice and burnished so it's clear and visible to see. All right. So there it is, and I want to get these stuck down now, but I don't want to get it straight up to the edge there. I'm going to stick it about 1/8 of an inch away from the edge there. All right, you also want to make sure that you've got an even space on each side here, and the way we're going to stick it is on 3 sides over there. Okay, we're leaving this bit open. So let's just grab our glue again. This is the side that I don't want glue on. I have to keep telling myself that so I don't get it wrong. Right, so we want some glue up to the fold line and up to that bit there, and then along that bit like that. All right, so we can hold that bit closed just so that we can see what we're doing, and 1/8 of an inch away like that, And then just make sure you've got an even enough gap on both this bit and that bit there, and then we just can run that down like that. All right, so we've got that one done, and the same with this bit here. So this is the bit I don't want the glue on, and we want to run some glue along there and along there and along there. There we go. Put that on my glue stand. Right, so we'll get that done, and now get it as close to this other one as you can, meaning lining them up. Yeah, and again 1/8 of an inch away from the fold line there. So that looks about right. Yeah, there we go. We got that in place, and now we can just run our finger over there like that. All right, so while that's drying, we can carry on now. Now we have got a pocket on each side there, but there's some other pockets I want to just put together. All right, so let's focus on this one over there. So what I did here was I took one of the sheet of paper that's got all the vintage adverts on. So here's a piece of it. It looks like this. It's from my Baking Bliss journal kit. I've cut a piece out. I've cut it the width of this panel here. So I think that is what is that? It's 3 3/4 inches in width. All right, so if I'm looking at this in centimeters, you're looking at 9.5 centimeters and 6 centimeters, which is 2.5 inches. So I've just cut out a rectangle. So it's the width of that and 2.5 inches high, or 6 centimeters. And all I've done here is I've cut out 2. I'm just showing you with this one. Just move this to the side again. Take my ruler, and I'm just gauging this. And this is what I do if I want to make a little pocket. And I'm sure you know how to do this, but here we go. I'm just gauging it, so just making a little border here. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Just line that up. Okay. And again on the bottom edge. Now just make sure you've got it the right way up as far as the writing is concerned. All right, so you've got your fold lines, and then I'm just going to take my scissors. And I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to cut in to the corner there, and I'm going to just angle it across there and do the same here. So cut to the corner and slightly away, and there we have our pocket with our little edges to cut. So now it's just a case of folding over those edges. Oh, that was a bit far. Like that. And again over here. Like that. And then the last one. Like that. And you can just flatten them with your bone folder then. And now you have a little pocket. All right, so you want 2 of those. All right, 2 of those. So we'll put that there, and then I've got 2 of those, and I've got some little bits that I want to just decorate up onto them. So that's exactly the same. I've just inked it and everything. Then I've taken one of my plain little labels with a little gingham. I've inked that. I'm using this one because it's blank, and whatever piece of ephemera I put into this, if I've got a recipe on the back to do with muffins or brownies or whatever it is, then I'm able just to label that. So it just makes it easier for me to find things, which I think you need to be able to do. You don't want to have to lift out every single tag. Right, then I've just got a little bit that I've cut out of the background sheet with all the elements on it. So I've been using those little scraps, and then I've just got this glue here, so I keep going grabbing it. The other one's lying on my desk here. I'm going to just put this little bit over there like that. Then this is just one of the little bits from one of my die cuts, and I'm going to just stick this on here as well. And this is a great glue nozzle to use for this, so that's why I do that. Right, I hope you guys are all having fun crafting away, getting through January. I hope you are not feeling the effects of a grim month if you live in the Northern Hemisphere, because it can be quite grim, can't it, with the coldness and the gloominess of the weather. Gosh, I need to lift that up. Right, I'm going to just stick that over there like that. I'm going to tuck it underneath the little pan, muffin pan. I'm going to just put some more glue on there. There we go. So that's cute. And then I've got the other one here as well. I wasn't sure if I was going to put a butterfly on there or not. But again, I've got another one of those blank labels and another pocket that we've made. And I'm going to just stick this down, and it gives me room to just label what is in that pocket if I need to. Right, so I've got that there, and then I'm going to use my brains and stick this down first. Oops. Yeah, so what have you guys been doing other than crafting? My life is full of crafting, as you guys know, so I've been having a ball just doing as I feel, crafting wise, that is, and getting a little routine in my new life, which is awesome. It's been wonderful. So yeah, I hope you're all staying safe and sound. That's the main thing. Right. Okay, so this is just another one of those little elements from that backing page from my journal kit. And I'm just getting it so that I can stick it on the bottom there. I love using all these little elements. I don't think I'm going to put a butterfly on this as well. Should I? Shouldn't I? It then becomes such a lot of goodies. We will definitely be putting a butterfly somewhere, but not on these ones at the moment. So what I'm going to do now is, just to bring our page back, I'm going to stick one of these over here. So we're going to just put the glue onto the little flaps we folded behind, like that. I have got these other pockets similar to this in the kit, but they're too big for this, so I thought, well, it doesn't matter because I'd be using them elsewhere. And I want to just stick this down over here. So I've got a little pocket over there, and then I'm going to do the same on this side as well. So we'll just stick this down over there. So easily done. Right. We've got our pockets in there, we've got our pockets in there, we've got our pockets in here, and we've got our pockets over there. So let's see, it's just these little flaps now before I start putting the ephemera in. So what I've done here is I've taken my little royal baking powder, which is in part of my ephemera kit, and I've got another little one of this little girl sitting and eating her her baked goods there. I'm going to I've taken a bit of this background paper, just giving it a bit of an edge like that. And before I go and stick this down over here, I wanted to layer this up. So I'm going to stick this down first over here, and I'm not making a pocket of this. I'm just going to be making a little area to get this all nicely decorated. So it's just adding some details to it. So a little bit more over, I think, because I'm going to stick those flowers down. So we've got that there. Then these flowers, I'm using these two, which are from my floral fussy cuts. I think this is the first one. Go and have a look there. I'll put the link in the description box below. This is the daisies. I love these pink daisies, and these floral fussy cutouts, to watch my words there. They are really handy. I've used them often. Now I wanted to just get this positioned properly. I wanted a little bit of the leaf to stick out, so that's where I want it. Great if you don't have die cuts as well, to add a bit of interest. And then I'm going to just stick this little one down. Like this. Make sure I get it close to the edges here. So that's the royal baking powder one. And I still use royal baking powder. Right, so there we go, there's that. And then what I thought I'd put up here is just one, I'd put up a little sentiment, because you know my life wouldn't be complete without a little sentiment. So a key ingredient in baking, the secret ingredient is always love, and isn't it just? That's why it tastes so much nicer than store-bought goods, you know, because whenever you give something that's homemade to anybody, even when it's a journal, the secret ingredient is always love. So let's put that on at the top. Okay, so there's the little detail for that. I'm quite happy with that. And now we are going to just turn that over and do the same on this side. So again, another little piece that we'll stick down, uses a little backing. And you could make this into a pocket, as I said, but I think there's enough pockets here today. So I'm going to just checking what I've done there. Right, so let's get this over on this side, like that. Then I've got another one of those little fussy cutouts, which I'm using today. These look nice together with die cuts as well, you know. But I think I wanted a little bit more colour than just a die cut, so I've gone with this today. Right, and then just seeing again, if I have that over there and like that, I think that's a good spot actually. So let's just get that down right there. And now we can stick the little girl down. Okay, and then the sentiment I've got at the top here is coffee and cake. Love that. Haven't had coffee and cake today. I usually have it at 4 o'clock because that's afternoon tea. Very British. But yeah, I've still got the coffee and walnut cake, which is delish. So I'll have to have that after this video. So I'm going to just stick this one down over here. There we go. Do we want a little butterfly yet? Do we? Do we? No, he's not quite in the right place. Well, mind you. Oh, let's give it a go. I've got to have a butterfly somewhere, don't I? You know, it's not me if I don't stick one down. So let's get that done. Butterflies are gorgeous, aren't they? It's my favourite animal. Well, I love dogs, but I mean on the insect front. And cats. I love cats too. Right. Are we getting there? What haven't I done? Almost done. Right, now, I know this sounds weird, but I have done this before, so it's okay. What we want to do now is we want to put some little eyelets. Now, you can use... what's that stuff called? Velcro dots if you don't have eyelets, or, you know, I'm sure there's another way to do this, but I am going to make a little hole, and I need to just have them upright at the moment. So let's just get a little hole here, and there we go. And I need to just put some eyelets into those holes, and the reason is because this needs to be able to be free flowing, because as you see it moves, so we need to, it works well with eyelets, and I need 2 on each side, so oops, so we'll get those stuck in. I'm just trying to think what would be a, I think if you had to put a little reinforcer there and just punch a hole, that would work as well. If you don't have, if you use a paper punch, that is, you know. So I'm going to just put this in here, like that, and just press that together. All right, and then the same on this side. All right, so we've got that done. And then we want to do the same on this side. So just get them up together. Okay, guys, my camera just stopped all of a sudden for some unknown reason. So I have just put the last eyelets in here on both sides and tied a little bit of thin ribbon just to keep this pocket together. And as you can see now, no matter which side we turn this to, it does move as it's meant to, and it's going to not cause a problem. Of course, when you're going to sew in your signature, it's just a case of removing those ribbons so that you can get to the center, sew it in, and then tie the ribbons back up again. So that's not going to hinder you there either. Right, I've just got a couple of more bits to add to our journal. So I have cut out 1 or 2 little die cuts. These are from my wildflower dies, which I absolutely love, and just going to add a little bit more interest onto the page over here. So just bear with me. When I was finished recording, I did look up and I saw that the camera was off, and I honestly thought that the whole video had not been recorded, and it didn't appear for quite a while. And I couldn't believe it, because it had taken me so long to get it sorted. So I am relieved to see it's just the end and not the whole video. My heart just dropped. Yeah, can you imagine? I mean, that's just anybody's worst nightmare. Right, in the video world, that is. Right, got a little butterfly I'm going to just add on here, you know, just a little one. So we'll put him quite close to the top like that. Right, and then on this side as well, just another little die cut out of pink. So it's nothing different. It's a lot of pink on here, and probably could have used a different color, but it's what's in my little tray here in front of me. So I just thought, oh, let's just add something there. Of course, you could bring in the blues or any of the other colors as well, green. But here we go. Right, so I've got that there. I'm going to just tuck this in to the pocket and just get that going up over there like that. And then I've just got a little butterfly for this side as well. Just a smally one. It's the baby one. For the bigger one we put on earlier. Right, so we've got that there, and I'm going to just put this one over there like that. Okay, so we've got it all sorted. We've got lots of pockets now. One there, that's 2, 3. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So lots of pockets here. Right, so let's put some bits and pieces into them. So this is one of the cards from my ephemera pack. So that's, I'm going to slide in over here. I've used all the ribbons are from Plum Boutique. I just love her ribbons. This is one of the cards from my ephemera pack where she's having a nice cup of hot chocolate. So I'm just going to put that one in there, that little one there. Then I've got my large tag with the cupcakes on. This is from my add-on kit. Beautiful faux silk ribbon, absolutely stunning. It's got like a bit of a crushed look. I do love it. Also from Plum Boutique. So I'm going to put that one in there. Then we're going to turn this over. I got another little journal card that's in my ephemera pack, and I've got these backed onto this lace paper, so those are going to go into there. And again, another large card with this beautiful silk bow. I'm going to put that in there. Then just a little yeast ad, vintage ad, beautiful with the pinks. I'm going to slide that into that pocket there. And then just for the middle pockets over here, I've got 2 of the recipe cards. So lovely orange sponge cake and rich chocolate cake. These are genuine recipes. Back those onto the lacy paper. Put in some little ribbons and tabs at the top. The tabs are part of the add-on kit as well. So I'm going to just put those into our center pocket over there like that. So there we go. Alright, so that's it really, guys. Now all that we need to do is really grab the rest of the signature This is going to make a gorgeous middle spread. We put it into the center of our journal there, fold that all together, and you can see it's now coming together perfectly. And if I can find it again, that'll be good. And there we have it. So that's our little middle spread. I hope that you guys enjoy making this and give it a try. It's not as hard as you think. And I think it makes a real point of interest in the middle of your journal, and lots of places to write on the back of these cards, little recipes or little memories, lots of recipes that you can store in here. And I haven't overfilled it. There's still lots of room to put some more goodies into it. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for following along. Don't forget, if you are looking to buy any of the kits or anything from my store, printed kits or digitals, if you spend £14 or more, that's British pounds or the equivalent in a different currency, you can use the Baking Bliss 25 coupon code. The details are at the end of this video or in the description box below. It runs for the month of January, so I just thought I'd mention that. All right, so thank you so much. Give this a go, let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video, which is Friday or Saturday, depending where you live. Thanks guys, stay well, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.